What's good, y'all? It's your girl Galaxy Queen Star. So I am back with round two. This is TAYROC versus Kid SLADE from Civil War card. All right. So round two, Rock starts first. He goes, "You trembling. The nine come from the Timberlands. Body with leg like you a resident of Flint, Michigan. New gadget from Switzerland. They just shipped it in. I can't control this gizmo. It's a gremlin. It's lit for him." So I like it, I like the nine come from the Timberlands, meaning the Timberland boots, his gun or whatever. A body with lead, meaning he done, hit him up with the bullets like a resident from Flint, Michigan. Now, when I did a little research, I've heard that Flint, Michigan, back in like 2014 through this 2016, they had a crisis in the water. A lot of lead was found in the water. So that's why, I like that bar, body with lead, because people, bodies were, had lead poisoning. Okay, so I like that bar. Then at the end, he goes, "I can't control his gizmo. It's a gremlin." A gremlin, gizmo, gremlin. Okay, and gizmo is basically a device people call, or a gun or a gadget. So he called his gun a gizmo. All right, so next bar, he goes, "Why is this cat lying about packs flying? Or like he put bricks on a boat and it started capsizing. Boy, I keep something ill on my side. Mac Myron." So I love that. Ill Will, the battle rapper. He's always hanging out with Mac Myron. I'm hearing that they both from the same city of Detroit. Okay, so I thought that was fire. Next bar, he goes, "Gun butt. Straighten Slade's wig is a flat iron. Gat firing. I catch him lacking inside his Jeep. It'll go through the windshield. You, then the driver's seat. Suppression on it. When I pull up, silent heat. Saved by the bell. Old Slade hears tires screech." So I like that because in the beginning of the bar, I like when he says straighten Slade's wig is a flat iron. So, as females, we do use flat irons when we want to have our hair straight. But of course, when he means straighten Slade wig is a flat iron, he means, firing at his head. So I like that bar. Then at the end of the bar, I like when he says "Saved by the Bell." Oh, Slade here is tire screech. So remember that show, Saved by the Bell? They had two characters on the show. It was Slade and it was Screech. Those are the two characters that was from the show. So and then he's battling Kate Slade. So I thought that was fire. Next bar. "They knew you wasn't winning alone off my accolades. Today just ain't Sunday. It's Saturday. This gat gets sprayed. Smack dug this cat a grave. I grab a blade, $1.50, then you get hit with the aftershave. If I'm catching shade, you catch a fade. Dave Olsen, Game of Thrones. I'ma end up dragging Slade." So I like this bar too. I like in the beginning when he says, "Just this ain't," he says, just today ain't son's day." Like, my son, what up, son? He said, "Today ain't Sunday," but it could be a play on words for Sunday, because then he goes, "It's Saturday." So I thought that was cute. And then at the end of the bar, I like when he says, "Dave Olsen, Game of Thrones. I'ma end up Dragon Slay." So I don't know if y'all know, but Dave Olsen is a character from the show Game of Thrones, and he was the Dragon Slayer. So I thought this was a nice bar. All right, next bar, he goes, "It's almost 2023. You still seeing packs probably. I sold Soft Zany, X, and I had Molly. I stopped trapping because I ain't care if what I sold would catch bodies. But I'll come to the ring with the scales still on me like Crash Holly." So I thought that was fire. Crash Holly was actually a wrestler from back in the days. And he's known for bringing his big ass scale with him to the ring. Okay, and a lot of times he just wanted to prove that he was over 400 pounds or whatever. Okay, so next bar, he goes, "Ain't no finessing me with grams. I had fiends that was fucking with the H, like Stephanie McMahon." So I thought that was a nice little bar. I like when he said, "I had fiends that was fucking with the H." H could be, heroin, because heroin is a drug. Fiends like heroin, crack, coke, but H stands for the heroin. But it's a bar because he says like Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon is a female wrestler from back in the day, and her and Triple H. Okay, they were married, they were together. They actually used to wrestle together and compete against other people, but they tied the knot. Triple H tied the knot with Stephanie McMahon. All right, so I thought that was a nice little bar. Next bar, he says, "You heard me, bitch. Get hit with a 30 clip. Leave you missing. Like as if Twerk no-showed this battle. People worry sick." So I thought that was kind of funny. You know how Twerk is when he no-shows a battle. People want to know what's going on because, you know, Twerk is amazing and everything. And he did recently just battle Sick. Sick is another battle rapper. Okay, so I thought that was funny. And last bar in this round, he goes, "Battling me in Irving Plaza wouldn't go like that. I'd have hung kid over a balcony. Mike Jack." So remember that infamous situation that happened with Michael Jackson? He had his kid and holding him over a balcony, and later he claimed he was doing that to show his fans his, you know, his kid or whatever. So this was a solid round from Rock. I ain't gonna lie, I did kind of feel like it was a lot of light bars. I believe he had a lot of filler in this bar. Okay, and it just sounded like he was rushing it, like he was trying to just hurry up and finish that round. After that first round that Rock exposed Kid SLADE, it just seemed like Rock just thought it was over from then, and that nobody was going to even want to listen to Kid SLADE anymore. And he was far, you know, he was wrong. People still wanted to hear Kid SLADE. They still wanted to hear the battle, and it just seemed like TAYROC acted like he didn't feel like battling anymore to me. Like he was just rushing through the round, and then he seemed winded, in my opinion. Like his voice was a little off. He seemed winded. He seemed like he was rushing. All right, so now we're going to go to Kid SLADE, but he still had a solid round. I just think that it was a lot of light bars and a lot of filler. Okay, so Kid SLADE goes, "A smack. I really walked away from a drug block. You know I dedicated everything I got to the stage. I miss enough guap, good performances, haymakers, shake the building. This where the love stop. I mean, we see all these rappers get hit with the Rico, and y'all gave the plug Rock? What I do wrong?" So I thought that was kind of funny, you know, because he always, you know, says that he's the plug. He always say that he's the plug. You know, everybody in battle rap consider him to be the plug. So when he says, you know, the love stop, you know, that he dedicated his work to battle rap, he's been doing great, 9-0, shaking the building, good performances, but this is where the love stopped because all these people getting hit with Ricos, and y'all gave me Rock. Rock could be a drug. What did I do wrong? You know, y'all gave the plug Rock or TAYROC, you know, so I thought that was nice. Next bar. "I'm just fucking with you. See, tonight gun title's the op, so we getting moved on. Like if I catch Tay with the wave, that's 2/5 of the crew gone. Cause you know what happened when the driller gets subtitles and Rock together. A tube storm, get moved on." So I thought that was nice. Subtitles, he's referring to, what's his name? Sue Surf. Okay, because remember Sue Surf used to always say, "You want me to put that in subtitles or something?" You know, and he did say the wave. Tay with the wave, 2/5 of the crew is gone. So you know what happened when a driller gets subtitles and Rock together is a tombstone, and it's true. When you go to a grave site and you look at a tombstone, you see the writings carved in the tombstone, you know, subtitles in the tube. So I thought that was a clever bar. Next bar. "It's always battle rap till this shit ain't battle rap and they gotta get Rock off Rock. You know, scoop that man up out the street. Cause this banana clip so motherfucking long, that bitch damn near formed a C." So I thought that was alright, you know, that gun so long, so big kind of bar, it damn near formed a C. And he said that they got to get Rock off Rock, meaning they got to get TAYROC off of the drug and scoop him up. And his banana clip so long, that bitch damn near formed a C. All right, pretty cool. Next bar. "When I hit the stove and straight drop Rock, I admit it brung more fiends. What the fuck, I gotta put this shit in gun titles or something? After I let this straight drop Rock, they gonna have to administer morphine." So I thought that was fire. Yeah, because in the beginning he said if he just dropped the rock, meaning drop the drug, it brings in more fiends. But that's a play on words for morphine, because he goes, you gotta put it in subtitles. Instead of saying subtitles, he said you gotta put this shit in gun titles, because you know gun titles is rock and Sue Surf. And then he goes, after I let this straight drop rock, they gonna have to administer morphine. So that was hard, a nice hard bar. Next bar, he says, let us pray. Pillow over your head when the weapons spray, and leave feathers tangled up in your wig like Kevin Gates. He's wildin'. A bunch of fly ass niggas, the team styling. Hate coming in from every directions. Beef pounding. Had a lab in the back of the crib. Green Goblin. Ratchet lift. Leave a patch in your shit. Rasheen Wildless. ... Why don't rock just act like a rock and be solid? So I thought that was nice. I like how he had those little, flows in that bar. Now, in the beginning of the bar, I like when he says, pillow over your head when the weapons spray, and leave feathers tangled up in your wig like Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates, for some strange reason, Kevin Gates is a rapper. He's like a gangster rapper. And for some strange reason, he just started wearing feathers underneath his baseball caps. Like literally wearing long feathers hanging from his hat. And he just recently started doing that. And he explained that it was some type of spiritual thing or whatever. He believes that it's going to keep him grounded and whole. So he got his own reasons for why he do what he do. So I like when he said that in the bar. And then at the end of the bar, I like when he says, leave a patch in your shit. Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Wallace was a former basketball player, I believe. I believe he used to have that. It looked like a gray patch on his head. I always remembered that from Rasheed Wallace. But of course, when SLADE say leave a patch in your shit, he means shoot you and leave a patch of blood in your shit. And then I like at the very end when he says, why don't rock just act like a rock and be solid? I thought that was nice. Okay, so next bar he goes, hey, Robin. He calls TAYROC Robin, and he calls Sue Surf Bat, like Batman and Robin. So he goes, hey, Robin, Surf just dropped, got niggas wildin'. Gritty voice. That's nasty, son. Why the fuck you not on the album? Oh, you thought that you was nice? But those niggas won't even call you for a fight. Everybody got RB chains except you. Them niggas ain't coming offer you no ice. Yo, your next address gonna be a grave, and niggas gonna pay the mortgage with their life. Then it's gonna be in a lasting winter, cause I'ma have Caution mourning through the night. So Caution is his girlfriend, even though I heard recently that they broke up. They broke up like on New Year's Day. It seemed like he was waiting for the new year to come to break up with Caution. And I kind of have a feeling that, I don't know why, but it did happen right after this battle that he had, after it dropped and this whole controversy been happening. So I wonder if Caution been, chastising him and calling him out for what happened in the last battle with him and Kid Slade, and maybe TAYROC just was like, you know what, B, F you, it's over. All right, so we got 2 more bars and we done. You's a fucking punk. Stop telling me you put in all this work and you legally own a fucking gun. You bought your hammer out the gun store. I'm not even eligible to go in one. So I like that little saying, just real talk bars, basically telling TAYROC, like, you a punk, you always acting like you tough, you actually got a freaking permit, you legally own a gun. I can't even go in one because I'm about that life and I'm a felon, so I really can't even go in one. So last bar he goes, sing gangsters at you with motive. Them niggas was paid to clap you. HK, SKs, AR, FN, aiming at you. Niggas hop out, join a bunch of random letters. We playing Scrabble. Woo, I love the way he come, like, he just be coming hard. He got this passion. So, SLADE had a really good round, lots of passion, lots of conviction. And I just feel like SLADE rounds was just a lot more harder. You know what I'm saying? It was just more harder, more passion. I feel like with Rock, he was just trying to skate through the round. He didn't really care. He was rushing his bars, and it was light. You know, so I definitely gave that second round to Kid Slay. All right, so we got one more round. I'll be back tomorrow. Later, y'all.